A second whisper that God often gives to us in our day-to-day lives is this: whispers of admonition or correction. Now, perhaps the most dramatic example of this point that we find in all of Scripture is through a guy by the name of Peter. Peter was one of the first disciples that Jesus called, and he and Jesus were very close. The story is found in Matthew chapter 16, and this is what we read. From that time on, Jesus began to explain to his disciples that he must go to Jerusalem and suffer many things at the hand of the elders, chief priests, and teachers of the law, and that he must be killed and on the third day be raised to life. Peter took him aside and began to rebuke him. "Never, Lord," he said. "This shall never happen to you." And Jesus turned and he said to Peter, "Get behind me, Satan. You are a stumbling block to me. You do not have in mind the things of God, but you have in mind the things of man." In response to Peter's denial that Jesus can't do this, Jesus turned to him and said, "Get behind me, Satan." Jesus observed in Peter's reaction a verbal stumbling block, and he just couldn't tolerate it. This is why. He did not have the things of God on his mind, but he had the things of the people around him and himself. This is often the reason why you and I receive whispers of admonition or correction as well. God is holy. God is perfect. God is righteous. God is pure. And when you and I insist on indulging in things that are unholy, that are less than perfect, that are immoral, that are impure, He loves us too much to allow us to go down that road. What words of admonition might God be whispering to you now? What sin in your life does He want you to abandon? What burden does He want you to lay down? Scripture says this: people who listen when they are corrected will live, but those who will not admit that they are wrong are in danger.